Hello, everyone. I'm a bit late, so I had to adjust the time a few times because I had to sort some things out. But I'm here, and Eric, I think Eric, are you here? Um, yeah. So it's been a very interesting morning so far. Some good opportunities from London. And yeah, let's get into it. I might have to go into my phone because I had some issues and it's still ongoing. So if I am I might have to get into it just to answer um, some representative who is solving the issue. So it took such a long time. So that's just such a bummer. But anyway, let's get into it. It's been a nice morning, and I think we will have a nice afternoon as well. So let me just double check this. Am I muted? Do I hear? I don't. Uh-huh. Let me sort. I need to sort this. Now I should be double check. Test. Test. I I think I'm. Okay, let me just do this. Why am I not hearing myself? This is done. Mm, mm, mm. Test. No one hears me. Why am I muted? This is a bloody. What did I do? This is test 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 test. Test, test. Test, test. Test, test. Test, test. Test, test. Test, test. Audio input. Why are you not working? Microphone M13. Okay, you should be working. Why are you not working? Default. Do I hear anything now? God damn it. Now this one is freezing as well. Here to go. Okay. You should be working. Why are you not working? Default. Do I hear anything now? Okay, I am on. Okay. Okay, I'm on. It's okay now. Okay, that was a little bit, that was really stupid of me. I had this plugged in and I was checking on my other laptop and it was already working. Okay, I have to see if I can cut this. There's no one here now. So, Eric, are you still here? Okay. I don't hope that people are going to rewatch this. That was stupid. But anyway, I'm on and we're back. We're back. Okay. There we go. Now, let me just. Where is the message? Everything goes bad at the same time, right? Your address URL. Okay. Okay, I just need to do this. Okay. Okay, that I need to do that tomorrow. Operating hours. Okay. Okay. Let's get into business. That was really stupid of me. Oh my god, that was so embarrassing. That I didn't have the sound and actually it was just a plug-in that I just need to get rid of. Okay, let me get my drink before I cough everything. Just 1 second, and then we'll get going into the streaming. Okay. Now, where's my drink? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Here we go. Okay. Okay, let's go. So, I call it Ping Pong Monday all the time because what we do, this is the end walk, and this is the end walk of this week. And we move nicely into that end walk into an old first presented fair value gap, and we reject it from there. As you can see right over here. So I'm going to look for I'm still long biased, to be honest. I'm not sure if we're done yet with that move. Let me see. Are we going to go for higher, make a move down? Oh, we've got the 130 move coming then. And yeah, that's nice. I'm going to wait for a little move down, and I'm actually wanting to take a little bit a move up, but I'm just contemplating now. Am I going to be interested in the move down too, or I'm going to wait for the move up? So okay, this is the 1 hour. We've got a nice fair value gap here. Here we go. Let us just mark this. Event horizon between the two end walks, right? Which is exactly at my first presented fair value gap of earlier today from another session, which I also use. We're on AMRP level, so this is an important level. So let me, okay, why don't I have my paper trading? I'm going to paper trade today. I don't want to use my live account. I've already done that. Where's my account? I'm going to do it here. Oh no, you're not going to do that. Get in here. So today's one of those days that everything that goes wrong. Technicals, and then I try to solve it and I just make things worse. Come on, you need to go in here. That's what I want. Okay. It's 1:30. So, or it's 1:37 right now, or so what's this move going to do? Are we going to go further down into this 15-minute fair value gap? Yeah, I'm going to go short here. Just do one market order. Let me see. Where's my TP? My TP is here. My stop loss. Now confirm. Here you go. And we'll see if it's okay. Now let's see. I see, I hate that when these levels go into here. I won't need you. So this is the fair value gap. I want to use. This is the midpoint. Now the question is, how far are we going to go? Okay.
This should be a protected loan now. Okay, let's see if it goes further down. Gonna trail my stop a little bit with these moves. So we hit an order block here and it's a first percent fair value gap. So let's see if it's going to reject from here. Or no, beautiful move all the way down. Come on. Oh, we do have a gap here. I wanted to see if it goes all the way down here. 141. Okay, I might just. That's what. I'll get out here. I'll tell you why. See, if I'm going to be stopped out now, it's going to be in profit, but it might not do it. Let me just, otherwise it's still going to be a win. Okay. So what I did, I saw the 25% level. That is the level of, let me see if I'm correct. Yeah, that was the opening range gap of today. And it tends to reuse those levels again. So I saw it and I thought if it's not going to go further down, because we did tap into that presented fair value in that 15-minute fair value gap. So I thought I'm just going to get out here, and now we're getting the print of the afternoon fair value gap. So I just got, well, I don't really say is it stopped out in profit, yeah, because I just moved my GP. That was just quicker to do. So I'm still bullish for the session, to be honest. I have this level around this, so for me this is an area of interest, so that means a little bit above the daily high. Yeah, that has my interest, so this area here, 23,662. Okay, so we have one winning trade in this session. Now it's 1:43 Eastern. Are we going to dig deeper into that 15-minute fair value gap? We don't have to, technically. It could be enough for the move up, right? We've got a inversion here as well. Let's just wait to see. I would like to see it go down a little bit deeper into this level here. And reject from this rejection block. It's a 5-minute, and it's the 1034 price as well. So I was playing around with some music to get some music on the live stream as background. So, but then really it had to be in a good way so that it's really from the computer, so it doesn't have murky sound in the background. But then again, my voice was not clear anymore, and I was trying with some that's why I thought I didn't have any sound just now, because I thought I messed up with a few settings. But that wasn't the case, I guess. So I was just not paying attention because I had that was really stupid. But anyway, you know, when all these things when happens at the same time, I just get like, okay, I need this. This needs to be sorted. I don't want to have any distractions anymore. I just want to trade. We love trading. That's what we do for fun. Okay, is it time for a long already? We're gonna wait for the macro. I'm still bullish for the session. I'm just not sure if we have the full run down for in the 130 move, or that there's more room to the downside. It looks like we just wicked into, and then we're using this order block to go higher. It could be enough. It could be enough. It could be enough. It could be enough. Now, interesting. Obviously, we still have some room to the downside here as well. But I'm just let's just wait and see what happens. We don't have to know everything at once, right? We can just give ourselves some room for more intel. I want to, so when I take a trade here, I don't want it to end up on this page. So I don't want the synchronization on, but I don't know how to price label, no overlapping price labels, trading position, extended price, or cancel. I do not want to see you here, so maybe I should get these buttons off. Trading buy sell. Yeah, oh, that's easy. I just entered it for the one side, and it obviously did it for both. So, but then you can switch it off. Okay, interesting. Well, no, but if I place a trade, then most likely. Let me just try. Let me quickly do this. Let's see if there's just a quick. No, it's gonna be. I don't want to lose money. I'll give it a go. What a beautiful move that was here. 15-minute FUG, and just this was this was an inversion. Let me go to the 5. Was it a 3-minute? Here it was. Yeah. Oh, that's how I took that short this morning. I took it from the inversion because I missed this one here. This was the best one. Breaker, retest. I missed this 15-minute inversion, so then I went to I was in this chop, and then I waited, and then I went to the 3-minute. I marked this inversion, and then on this candle in the 450 macro, I took it down, and I was aiming for this 4-hour volume imbalance right over here that I marked already during London. And I was already saying in London, I wanted to go there. I'm anticipating it to go there. So I was waiting for that move. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's have a. Okay. Are we ready for going long already? Let's go back to the one. Definitely. I'm getting long. Yeah, let's wait how it reacts at the fair value gap. You see now the first percentage fair value gap is actually an inversion now. I'm just going to take one with a very tight stop. You see, it still does it here. I don't like that, but anyway, TP. We're going to sit this one out for a longer period of time. Stop loss will be just below. Okay, let me just. So if anyone could tell me how I could get rid of this in one screen. Okay. TP 66. Well, this is the high. We most likely are going to check from here first before we go up, but it's 152. I'm going to use midpoint of my to get a better stop loss, because if it goes below half of the first percentage fair value gap, it invalidates my trade anyway. It might go lower and then go back up at some point, but I just have to re-enter. And yeah, it just wouldn't be. I'm going to trail my stop a little bit faster today now as well. So we've got a lot of liquidity here, right? We still got the liquidity, obviously, in that fair value gap, the 15-minute. So we're going down now. Yeah. I'm gonna have to get rid of this. I wish I could get rid of these, but then how do I? Well, cancel no overlap order in position. What does that mean? Oh, it's not. Now my TP here is gone. Now it's here. Okay, I gotcha. Okay. Listening. Okay. Where are you? Okay, now where are you? Okay, what happened here? I don't want you here. No overlap, okay. Okay, we'll have to sort that out. Oh, what happened with my... You should not be there, my TP. You need to go here. There you go. Okay, so I lost my this one here, but that's at 629. So, oh, it's here. Of course, it's there. There we go. That's my TP. I might have to adjust it a little bit because, you know, why would I wait all the way up there? Could take all afternoon to get there. Let me check my other screen. $634. Okay. Well, I'm just going to sit this one out and just wait. Just let it ride, and I'm going to trill my stop at some point. Let me see what happens at 2. If there's a large distribution candle, then I will trill. I just don't hope it's going to chop around. I just want a large distribution, and then yeah. So it just tapped into the 15-minute fair and the 1 hour fair value gap. Let me check on the 15 how big the fair value gap is. Oh yes, see that there is hardly any. Interesting. What about the 13-minute? What about the 13-minute? Okay, yeah, so we tapped right in 30-minute. You can see it literally closed that gap. But on the 1 hour, there is still a little bit of a... So we didn't get into the inversion. We did get into the, okay. Are we now getting into the inversion? Could be. Yeah. So then we're going to go into this level here. So that's 550. And we're going to move to the 33 level. Here. Could be. Just move my stop a little bit higher. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I'm going to be stopped out. That's okay. See this? It doesn't go very fast to move this. Just stop me out. Okay. So this is the inversion. There'll be I would like to see it go a little bit lower before it goes up, to be honest. Oh, and now you go up. Yeah. So, this is just something that I should have known. Because I always should have wait. I always should wait for the retest of something. And in this case, it would have been the this first presented off the 130. But again, if you look at the price action, it is just better to wait because we worked our way through that first the end walk, and we might not be ready for the down move because there is just more room to the downside, right? It just also could just consolidate here. If we had some consolidation here, let's go to the 5. See, if you look at the 5-minute, does it look bullish at the moment? Yeah, you have a big wick here. Is that enough? We also have like this level here that has my interest, which is exactly near that inversion. Yeah. I need an instance, so I don't want this. Okay, TP here, stop loss. Oh my god, are you kidding me? This is annoying with the... I haven't used the paper trading for a long time. Okay, we're gonna be stopped out. Trading. Buy instant order placement. I want that. Profit and loss. We want ticks. Reverse order markets ticks. Execution label. We don't need that. Okay, let's go. Go, 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 go. There we go. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Or let me chill a little bit. There we go. When it will go in this area, I want to see how it reacts, and then it might be a nice long. Now don't go up. We're at the end of the macro. It's not going into. There we go. Stops up. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Okay. Got them. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so we're going to have some consolidation here. That's okay. So we just have to wait. Wait. We're just going to wait to see. It's 10 past 2, 11 past 2. And we have a new, did we have a new print of a model here? I'm still bullish, but it might just want to go a little bit lower first. So yeah, I really want to see it just dig a little bit deeper into this and into this inversion here. So that will be my, then I would have a little bit more confidence in the long. Goes out here, this wick here, and this is the old event horizon. Yeah. So this level has my interest for now. Also, I just want to see it go a little bit deeper into that fair value gap, but it doesn't have to technically. It could be enough because you know, we can consider this a breaker, right, on the 1 hour. So it hit the breaker, so you can consider that a retest. But then again, yeah, it could go deeper into this breaker, but yeah. You just have to wait. Oh, shoot. Just 1 second. Right back. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I'm just waiting for a long entry. I'm still bullish. I'm just not sure if this is the right entry. Well, I am sure this is not the right entry, but I'm not sure how. Are we going back up from here, or are we going to dig deeper into this breaker? This is a bullish breaker. We had a retest here. But the question is, are we going to have another 1 hour candle that digs a little bit deeper? Maybe in this inversion. I'm going to change this into the inversion because we already know it dug into the breaker, but I'm interested in this level here. Let me get rid of this one here. Here we go. So if it will go deeper down, let me go to the 30-minute because this is not correct what I'm doing. Yeah. That's the inversion. And what I like about this level is that the event horizon is in this level as well. So if it would go deeper into that, it will just hit the event horizon and then go higher again from the event horizon. So that will be, and this might be my short. 1416, are we AMP? Yeah, I'm going short, guys. I like it. So, and again, so we also have a gap here. You see that? That might be, oh, we already hit that with that 551. Yeah, it's a short for me. There we go. Just quickly go to, hey, what happened? What's going on? DP 551. There you go. Stop loss. Here. 221. So I wanted to see go a little bit lower into this inversion because we already dug into this fair value gap, but I wanted to see it dig a little bit deeper because there's a breaker block here as well. Technically, we had the retest of the breaker block right over here, so it could be enough for it to go back up. But I just wanted to, for me to be, I'm still bullish, but I just have more confidence in the long if we just go a little bit more to the downside. Here I measured this 25% of this morning's opening range gap, and it just hit this 25%, and I would just love to see this go a little bit more into the 1/3 level of that gap, because we rushed right through it on the way up, right? I'll just show, let me just, I want to show my stop a little bit. Come on. Nice. We're not in a macro yet, but I'm paper trading, by the way. I already played my live accounts this morning and did very well, so I don't want to touch them anymore. So I'm just doing my paper trading. Okay. I want it to go below. I want to break through this first presented fair value gap of the PM session. It could bounce back up here from another first presented 930. Those are those red lines. But it seems to be, let me see, I want you to go through it, just go through it like butter and go down to this level here. So again, this is the inversion level because we already retested the breaker here, and my thought process is if it goes deeper, it will most likely go back to the event horizon. I'll show you on this one here. This is the event horizon, plus it's another first percentage fair value gap of another session. So I want this level to be mitigated, to be retested. So I'm aiming for this level here, which matches up with some other levels as well. So, but here you see already it's sort of like stalling a little bit. Either it's going to reject or it's going to go straight down, which I would like to see. So this I don't like from the paper trading, that you have all these levels here. See, it's rejecting right from there, exactly from that level. So that's okay. I don't want to throw my stop too much because then I get stopped out and then it could still run. So I'm just letting it work. We came below half of this. You can also use these as premium and discount, right? Because now we went below it, so it sort of indicates that it might. But then again, also you have a inversion here, so this is a level that for me it's a bit tricky. But I'm still. I really wanted to go a little bit deeper into this area. But it doesn't have to because we had already the retest of that breaker. Yeah, and this 1 hour wick could also be a rejection block for this one, right? So we have to keep that in mind. Yeah. So just have to be a bit careful. Because I am still bullish for the session. Just have to find the right entry. The moment we get above this, the body closes above this first presented from the PM session, I'm going to close the trade. Yeah. You see, I just want to, because then it has no intention of going down now. And then it uses this 1 hour wick as a rejection block. That's what I like to see. Thank you. Now come to my. Am I asking too much for that level? Is that too much? No. Are you kidding me? Hey, Eric, you're back. You're up over 2,400. Good for you. Yeah, no, I haven't seen her yet. It's very quiet this session. I mean, it has been. I think London is doing a little bit better, people-wise. But I'm thinking that I'm going to go online anyway and just do my thing. No, she's welcome. I would love to see her, and if she has any questions, she can. It's really quiet. I mean, it's still very quiet, so she can have literally all the time she desires. I think I'm going to be stopped out on this one. This was a tricky one because it did dug deeper into this breaker block, but it just actually created another equal low. So I think it's just going to go up because I'm very bullish for this session. But I just wanted to go a little bit deeper here, but it's just wicking back and forth. It's nasty price action. Let's see. I'm not going to. It's paper trading, so I'm going to be stopped out, or it's going to go my way. So what did you do? So yeah, 2,400. Did you manage to get a payout so far? Did you change anything of your? I wanted to do a challenge with you also on my own on my account. That we take one AMD trade per day, or no, per session. No, not per day. And then on our funded accounts. So just one trade. We can only trade one ACE plus setup per one account. What do you think about that? So we cannot overtrade. We cannot give anything back. I think, Eric, that's the main thing, when I lose an account or something like that, it's just because, the account does really well, and then I lose it because I go back in or whatever, Yeah. I'll do it on my live Blue Guardian deal. Yeah, so I'm just um, but you're doing still forex? You know, it's so funny. Most people I heard again, like people are saying, "Oh, you don't do forex. You know, forex is so much harder to make money on." But you're doing really well on it, so maybe you should get into. Maybe you should start your YouTube channel with forex. Have you thought about it? Have you given it some more thought? Doing step 2 for 80%. I just got a 2-step challenge for 80% off, and it should have cost. Wow! And I got wow. Where? Where did you get it? Is that top step? Not top step, right? Or 2-step challenge? You should just do it, Eric. You know how I think about it. And then we can go on. We can do a session together, and then you do the forex and I do the futures. Plus trade, yeah, US stocks with forex. Okay. Do you also do stocks, by the way? Really? Actually, no, Eric. Just if you you're doing really well, and you know it does help when you are on stream, and also because you know I'm just starting out and there's not a lot of people, but I still stream because it really helps me with my discipline, to be honest. And you just know if I'm on stream and I do crazy stuff, you know it's out there, and I literally have made a deal with myself. I'm not going to delete any stream, and so it's out there. So for me, it's really helping me being more yeah, just disciplined. And if I do make if I go on my if I do some trades that are undisciplined, it's always outside stream. So again, I wanted to go into this deeper into this breaker block because there's also a inversion, and that will give me more confidence for the move to the upside later on. I'm very bullish. I'm in a short right now. Whoever is watching, there was another person watching. I'm not bearish. I'm just bearish for a short time. Don't, Eric, just do it. Just do it. And it's just also fun. Maybe you can do it. Your wife could help you with things about. I mean, I don't know if she's creative. You have to make thumbnails and shorts and things like that. It's actually just for me. I'm really enjoying the process, setting things up. Now I'm looking into getting music on the background and how you can implement it with that it sounds nice and things like that. So it's just. And I'm totally not worried about subscriptions or views or whatever. It's just I'm just learning, and every session I do, there's something to improve and something that I can do better. And I do look at those other people that are online and say, oh my God, they have 1,000 people online or 600, but they've been probably on for 2 or 3 years, and they maybe had a large backing on Instagram or Twitch or whatever. So I'm just thinking, I'm just going to do what I want to do, and in the meantime, if I can help people, and we have a lovely community, and I just that's just it. So I don't really at this moment. I'm not bothered by it. And I hate to ask, people like they start a stream and then they ask, yeah, and if you like it and subscribe and hit the like button. I'm like, I haven't even heard you say anything. How do I know if I like you or what you're bringing? So Yeah, I just think it has to go organically, right? And just but then again, at some point you have to get a little bit more into that. But this is the fun part, that you're not into it, there's no pressure. I can do whatever I want, and along the way I just improve things, and I love the feedback if there's anything people say. But anyway, I want my short to work, and then I can go long. So that's the point. Short, long. So this London trade, I had a really good London trade, Eric. I knew I on stream. It's on stream. I mentioned it. It's going down into this 4-hour volume imbalance. So I took the trade all the way from here to here. Yep, and we bounced off it, as you can see. So it was a good day today. And now we're just waiting for a nice long setup. Oh, Chrissy is here. Hey, Chrissy, I've heard already a lot about you. How are you? So you trade? Are you trading that? Yes, NQ. I'm an NQ nerd, really. I want to trade something else. I want to branch out to gold and maybe even silver and CL at some point. But every time I try, I was like, okay, let's do it. But then again, I'm like, I just, I feel very comfortable with NQ. I've been trading NQ for, I think, 3 years now. And I just love the volatility. I love the levels. And I just, it's NQ. Yeah, so I'm short on US 30 is NQ, right? Yeah, it's at CFD. So Chrissy, I'm short, but I am actually bullish for this session. But I just wanted to go a little bit deeper into this breaker. But technically, we already retested the breaker here, and we retested it again. So yeah, I might be stopped out on my short here, but that's okay because I'm actually long biased, and then I just flip long. I'm paper trading, guys, because I have done really well in London. I don't want to touch my live accounts anymore for today because I don't want to give any money back. So I think I have I have this level in. I'm sort of like looking at 23.660-ish. It would go up, but we just need a little bit more time to see what the market is doing because it's sort of stalling here a little bit and futzing around and giving us a hard time. I was hoping it would go down it's 14, it's 233, and that would give us a nice move. Yes. That's new my account last week. I'm shook. Yeah, NAS can be nasty, but hey, I love it's my I love NAS, but yeah, you have to be careful. Do you do micros or just minis? There we go. I want this. Come on now, go down to this. I want you to. I just want to make sure that I've got my levels correct because I don't want to be. This is the beginning of that. 551 and 551. Okay. I'll show it on another screen as well. So I've got multiple confluences on this level. This is an old first presented fair value gap of another session, which I use, and it's in the event horizon. So that's the midpoint of the NWOGs, and this is the first presented fair value gap that was created after midnight Eastern. So those levels, I made a short on it that they're very powerful. Those first presented fair value gaps because they are traded to all the time, and they're just ICT goes over the one that's created in the AM session, right? The 931, but there's just one. There are many, and they're all on my charts. So that's why my charts is so colorful. But anyway, so this is the level I'm looking at, 5. This level, but I might raise it up a little bit because I'm seeing this wick here. I've got a lot on my charts, so I do want some. I don't mind if you give me any feedback if it's too much, because I might have to change that a little bit. But let me just do this. Okay, I'm measuring this gap. Okay, and I want to look this wick here. I'm measuring this wick here. What do you see? Where's the midpoint? 551. It's on the event horizon in this first presented fair value gap. Another confluence. So I'm staying here. This is my level, 390. DAX, okay, plus. I'm going to trail my stop now a little bit. I'm going to bring it to break even now. I'm not ready to go to trail it further down because we didn't have any proper distribution yet. Hey, I'm bullish on NQ. This is just a move to go further down into this bullish breaker. That's it. So I haven't looked at ES, but I can have a look on ES if you want. Look how ugly with all those wigs. I mean, they're both ugly, but okay, I might be stopped out in break even, but I'm just not, is US 30 is the same as NQ, right? Or is it YM? Yeah, it's are two different store. US Dow Jones. Oh, it's Dow Jones. Oh, you play the Dow Jones. Interesting. US 30 is the Dow Jones. Yeah, so Chrissy, yeah, why am I bullish? Let me show you. So I'm in a short, that's correct, but I consider this a bullish breaker. Those are you familiar with ICT? So this is a bullish breaker. So we have a high, low, and here we have the displacement through. And now we're retesting this breaker. I already had this level on my chart this morning. This is like a calculation that I had. So we went into this 27 and now we're going to this 27, opposing. So I was already bullish this morning on stream. And we hit a very important higher time frame volume imbalance on the 4-hour. So that was the whole bullish move, and now we're retesting this bullish breaker. So on the 1 hour we have here a retest. So I wasn't sure. I was like, okay, are we ready to go up? But then I was looking at this level here on the 1 hour. We have this inversion, And on the 1 hour, you see this fair value gap, right, on the NQ. Like the funny thing is, if you look on the 15, there is hardly any. So I think a lot of people that don't look at the higher time frame are going to miss this information. So they're going to think it's going to be a short. But I'm just not convinced. I could be wrong, but and you have this inversion here as well. So yeah, I think it's going to go a little bit deeper and then go back up. But then we'll see. We just have to wait. Yeah, IFGG, yeah. But you see how slow it's going down. It's not. There's no. It's just really taking its time to go down. So it's not an easy trade. It's just a very boring trade. That's why it's nice that you guys are here. Yeah. So, and I'm looking at this wick here that I calculated. This one here. Let me switch off the. And you know, wicks are considered gaps, and you can consider them as a rejection block. So if this is the midpoint, if it rejects and goes back up, you want it to reject above, not below. Well, it could go below technically the whole level, but because we've got so many, oh look, it already went into this level. There we go. I just wanted to say it doesn't have to go to the midpoint. I just have to look at my trade because I don't want to go too much in the red. It's just, it went very fast. I wanted to go down to this 50%. So I have 551, right, as my TP. Here we go. Let's see if it gets there. And from that moment on, we have to reassess and maybe switch to a long trade. But I do want to see it hit this level. But I'm going to trail now, because now I'm in profit. Why are you not going? Hey. God damn it. That's why it's good on paper trading. Why are you not moving? I've got a lot of technical issues with a lot of things today. Really, a lot of things. It's one of those days, but it doesn't matter. It's gonna get. Why are you not? I don't want to reverse you. No, 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 no. Okay, well, that's not working. It's just gonna go to my level. It's just gonna go to my level now. I don't know why it's not moving. I'm not allowed to trail my stop. Why? Okay. Yeah, don't do anything now on NAS because for the short you missed the move already. We're too far down. Just wait to see if we are going to, we got a new macro coming up, 1550. So what I'm hoping now is that it hits the level, the liquidity level in the start of the macro, and then we might get the turn, or we just have to see how it reacts if it goes further down. But I'm just bullish as F, to be honest. Yeah. Go down. So I've got like 4 confluences on that level. So if I will be wrong now on this trade, it will really upset me because then I'm really off. So I'm like, boom. What? There we go. Okay, that was a good trade. There we go. Okay, now we're going to watch to see if we can enter what's going to happen. So that was a nice trade. So I used the this level here to take it to the last to the IFUG, and a little bit to dig a little bit deeper into this bullish breaker, because I'm still bullish. And I will start reassessing if we go into the half in the midpoint of this. Then I'll just look. Okay, are we really going to disrespect this this level? But yeah. So on Mondays, what happens a lot, I'll show you. Price tends to ping pong a lot between the NWOGs, and event horizons. So event horizons are the mid of an NWOG. So I always have them on my chart, and especially on Monday and Tuesday, because if we're range bound, if we're just going to, technically, if you look at this, we're still in the range, right? In Friday's range. Are we in Friday's range? No, we did break out of it, but now we are back in the range. So when you see that happen, you always have to be careful and keep an eye on those NWOGs and the event horizon, because you will see a lot of the time, if we're going to bounce back up, it will do it from this event horizon, or it goes back into this NWOG. But so for me, it was already, I got into the trade here already, 584, because it's the end of the NWOG, and for me it's like, okay, the event horizon is a valid point, and it matched up with a few other confluences. With the half of this wick, it's in a first percent fair value gap. So like I said, I had 3 confluences on this trade, so I took it quite confidently, but I'm still bullish. So yeah. I'm not going to, I need a full chart session with you, because honestly I don't use none of those tools. I think I'm just learning how to. Okay, so have you studied ICT? Are you even aware of ICT? This is just ICT knowledge, and some other things that I use. The first percentage fair value gaps that I use from other sessions is something that there are indicators for it, and I backtested the specific hours. But ICT sort of like gave some hints here and there about them, about the other ones besides the 931. So, but you see here, even though if I would not have the event horizon hasn't been hit yet, but you see how it rejects off this one right here. And yeah. Yeah, no, I'll help you if you want. We can spend time, and we can go deeper into things, and let me know. It's just so algorithmic, and it doesn't work all the time. But the more you see how it's just how the algo tips its hand so many times, and Eric and I we talked about getting payouts and stuff like that. We know how to trade, but if things, it's just taking those only ones that really are the most evident, and you leave the rest to be, because those are the ones that you maybe take your losses, and you maybe might not just get to the payout and things like that. But yeah, there's so many good trades in a day. And technically you just have to have a few of them and just be okay with that. Yeah, I love that it's rigged. So I think it's different in a person's giving me side-by-side tissue. Yeah, and I just, for me, it's really like ICT gave everything for free. The moment that I started learning how things worked and it started to click for me is when I started to. And I think he always said if somebody benefited from my teachings, which he gave for free, obviously, that's his biggest reward if people pass it on. And I'm still learning as well. I mean, there's still so much to learn, but at some point you reach a level that you're like, okay, I've got the basics. It's more mentally thing now. Thing if I don't, if I make mistakes or if I overtrade, it's more that. But that's just as important, to be honest. Yeah, but no, let me know. And yes, I reached payout, but it was rejected, so I know we can get there. Yeah, I know. And you know what? I'll tell you one thing about payouts as well. I got to a point that I got a couple of payouts and I was really consistent for 1 or 2 months. And suddenly I remember getting an email from Top Step that, oh, they wanted to get me to live. And for some reason, I don't know what happened. And they're monitoring me, and they will soon reach out to get me to live account. And I don't know. I think I was like, oh my god, I don't know if I'm ready for that, and if I want that, and blah blah blah. And I think I had like a gap. Was it 4 months or something that I just couldn't get a payout anymore, and I think I was like self-sabotaging or something like that. So even though when you start getting to payouts, it's just like it's still like don't be surprised if there's a gap or something, and just it could happen that times change and things change. So yeah, it works. It's very. We have to go through a lot of phases to go to get to get everything in order at some place, right? But I love the process. I really love it. Yeah. Yeah, good. No, we're here to help. I mean, that's what's nice about the community. We're going to help each other, and especially, I think women. We have to stick together, and we need more women in this community as well. So, yeah. But Chrissy, have you studied ICT at all, or is it totally new to you? Okay, guys, let's just have a look at the trade, by the way, because I don't want to miss the long. We don't. Yeah, This is the entry already. Yeah, I would just market order in on this wick, to be honest, because I'm already long biased. So we hit this level. Let me just wait one more. Now I consider this a breaker. Okay. Are we in a macro? Yes, we are. Yeah, this is a long. I'm paper trading, so be careful. I just want to wait 2 more minutes. Yes, that's where I was this last month. You mean with ICT or in his trading, in his database? Yeah. Hey, Gigi, what are you doing? Hello, my love. My cat always wants to go on the desk when I'm streaming, and it's sort of like a challenge because she doesn't give up. But that means sometimes then the webcam falls, light falls. So I really have to make sure that she doesn't get there. So we have an old midnight here as well. Let me just have a look. I just want to have a little bit more of a look. 3, 5, 4, 8. Now we have a fair value gap here as well. But I don't want it to. Okay, I'm going to switch off my NWalks here, just have a clearer chart. So you see now how price is bouncing in between those two first presented fair value gaps, right? So the blue one is the one from the daily open at 6 Eastern, and the yellow one is, what are you? What did I color you? Oh, is this a mistake? I've got to look into that. Hold on. I'll do that afterwards. I'll do it now. So I can show you. The first presented fair value gap, what I use is the first FUG from Ed Joshua. I can highly recommend that. So these are the settings. I need to check that yellow one, what that yellow one is. I've got 4 of them in total that I use. Now, what the hell is that yellow thing on my chart? I've got something on my chart that doesn't belong there and I don't know where it comes from. Okay, you're going out. Oh, you are here. Session time, okay. There we go. I had one too many. I had 3 of them and I just, okay. Why did they reject your payout, Chrissy? That's so annoying. I mean, that is just, that's such a setback, right? Also, psychologically. Which company was that with? Okay, here we go. I like to see that. They hit exactly the 33. So these levels, the 25, 33, 0.5 are the ones of the opening range gap that I use, and that's the range between the yesterday's close at 4:15 and opening at 9:30. And I love those ranges because they give you so much information. I'll show you. I took it off at some point because I have the measurements still there, but I'll show you to show everyone how price works in. So this is the gap, the gray one. We moved up. And sometimes when we are going, where if you're bearish or bullish and it doesn't go higher than the 50%, it will stall here. But here you already have your information, right? Price is going above it, and you see already here that the bodies are not going below the 50%. So that also gives you information that we're going higher. And here, manipulation move, boom, back to the 25% exactly. Those wicks. It's all algorithmic, right? Everything is algorithmic. Okay, I'm just going to switch it off, otherwise it's too much because I've got the measurements on my chart. So there's 25%, 5, 65, 66, those are the measurements of my opening range gap. So you can still use them, even though later in the week they're still useful. I don't leave them on for always, but sometimes it's good to have them on, especially when you have those run-throughs. And then they get back into the range, and then it uses those levels again and again. Yeah, so there's a lot on my chart, so I'm sort of like trying to find a way to make it the best for the stream as well, so it's easy to read for people. What am I doing? But I also need the information, right? Yeah, it's all there. Okay. Yeah, so I was bullish for the session, but I also said Mondays tends to be ping-ponging between NWOGs and event horizons. So I'm keeping my eye on here. When I said that I'm bullish, but then I said that they ping-pong, I'm like, okay, are we really going back over this NWOG in this session, right? Is the market going to do that on Monday? We're in a range again. We're back in the Friday range. Monday tends to do that. Mondays tend to be range bound. We had quite a good move. So that raises the question for me, are we just going to futz around here now? Now we have some room to the downside. Obviously, because we have this breaker. We can consider this a bullish breaker. We can retest the whole thing. We can retest the whole breaker and go back into this NWOG. So, and then technically that will keep me still bullish for later. Let's do OTE. We just really need more information now, right? It's too hard to really to be confident for long at the moment. There are too many possibilities right now. Here we go. Now. Do you see what I'm doing? Everybody goes from here, right? But you take it up here because this is balanced. This area here, this is all balanced here. Price doesn't have to go to the 50% or the OTE level of the full range. So if this is 5% or 6.2, this is already enough for it to work itself. 62% golden zone, right? In this inversion. I really don't want it to see, well, again, so you see the 79% is exactly on that NWOG. So yes, we could go all the way into the NWOG or to the NWOG and still be still be bullish technically. So that makes this session a little bit, yeah. Premium discount. Okay, let me get rid of these. Are you bullish or bearish, Chrissy, on the NQ? Or are you on the US 30? How's the US 30 doing? I should get that as well on my... you guys are making it... I should go into the Dow Jones as well. Okay, let me reverse that. How long have I been trading? I've been studying ICT. I started, was it 1 year? So I think 3 years ago, so 25. So I think 3 years ago, someone pointed him out to me, but I was trading 2 years before that, so that's about 5 years, and then I was doing long-term investment and crypto before that, but not really into trading. It was more, I still had my full-time job, and I just got, I bought a subscription from some analyst, and I was just interested because I didn't have time to trade, but I did get into, oh, hold on, whoa. There's a lot of... I need to close the door. We had a lot of wind. Oh. I hope my cat didn't get blown off the balcony. That was like a... it's called the August winds here. Apparently that's a thing here where I live right now. There's a lot of wind. Crazy. So, yeah. But for me, everything changed when I got into ICT, because it was just for me like, oh, now I can see the logic, and now I can see everything is calculable, and I'm obsessed with it. And I journal like every day. I journal, even though when I don't trade, if I take a break from trading, I journal the market and I look for all these little signatures. And yeah, I mean, you keep... If you really want to, you find out so many things in the charts, and everything is calculable. Like I said, yeah. No, don't worry. I love my cats. I travel. It sounds like, oh, she blew off. I know. No, I'll show you this one. Hold on. Come here, Dolly. Come. There are 2 rescues. And they are very spoiled. So, oh no, they're both here. Yeah. No, my cats are... I give them better food than I give myself, to be honest. They get shrimps and stuff like that. So, yeah. So I live in South Africa, and I made an introduction video of my life here, why I moved here, just to give some background information. I love animals. For me, and being in nature and animals is what and that's why I also, want to contribute to more. Hey, let's have a look. Are we getting now ready for the long? Because I am still bullish. I think I've said that 100 times today. People are getting fed up with me. Why is she bullish? It looks bearish. No, I'm still bullish. Let me see where an entry is. It's nice to have more people also on the chat so we can chat, because Eric, he was on Holoprimer as a trading coach, and we were on with 4 coaches at once. And okay, I think it's going to be just what the fuck is this? Let me just see, what time is it? 3:10. Okay, we're getting into the last hour, and I just want to have a good entry. Hold on, hold on, hold on. You see how it uses these levels, right? This 1/3 level, how it bounces off it and goes back up. Okay. Now, the only thing I'm contemplating is, should this be TP or higher? Preferably, I would like to see a retest of this area and then make its way up, but that means it will go below the first presented fair value gap of the PM session. I actually don't want to see that. So that will make this a breakaway gap. But let me go to the 5 minute here. You love animals too? Yeah, oh, I love animals. I've got monkeys here as well. It's a wild bunch here. They're very cute, those monkeys here. They're just, if they get the opportunity, they'll just steal an apple, more than that. Okay, we took liquidity here, this liquidity, and it seems to be, but I consider this change in the state of delivery. Let me quickly go to the 15. We're outside macro as well. I shouldn't even be trading. Okay, so I'm not even following my rules. Okay, this is paper trading. We're outside macro. No, I don't have monkeys as pets. No. Well, they are. They actually do own the rooftop that I have. So I'm just sharing my rooftop with them. But now they live, they're my neighbors. Basically, they're my neighbors, I guess. I can say that. So, yeah. Okie dokie. Yeah, so that was a good call to get out of that trade. It's just wicking, creating equal, it just takes out these lows that they created earlier in the session. Like I said, we can still go a little bit lower. And then we get the crazy algo, session later on, right? Yeah. Where do you live, Chrissy? Where are you from? I just made an introduction video about just introducing myself, because obviously nobody knows me, and suddenly I'm here doing live stream. So I just had on my site, on my YouTube channel, I have a picture with a monkey on my balcony, and it just gives a little bit more background information why what I'm doing here and why I'm trading actually as well. Yeah. But yeah, the bush and the wildlife is a big part of why I'm actually here, and enjoying my time, I guess. And trading created for me the freedom to do that, basically. So and I think it's time, when you can help others to reach that goal as well. I think that's one of the nicest things that you can do in life, I guess. But it's just also, you need to put in the work, right? I mean, it's not like you can help people, but they still need to put in the work. But it does help to help people how to speed up the process, I guess. But hey, you need to love this. You need to love the charts, and you need to love digging deeper and finding things. Eric, we didn't even miss you. We're having lots of fun. No, it's okay. I was just telling Chrissy as well that I was a coach at Ola Prime, and I love the other coaches. We had so much fun on the stream. And it's sort of like, a really different thing, how to be by myself and talk, and not really being able to hear other people. I can read the chat though, but nobody talks back to me. So yeah, that's a bit of a adjustment. And with the other coaches, we had interaction together with the chat. So I was also like, there was more voice around. But anyway, yeah, all right. We still have to wait for the long, but now it's taking more time. I'm just not confident anymore we're going to get that move like I hope we would get after 2 o'clock. I was hoping at the 2:33 move. I was hoping that around here, that was 2:30ish. I thought, okay, now we're going to get the move up, and now we're still going further down. Yeah. We still have this whole breaker, right? So this area could all be retested. And we could still be bullish. Could go all the way, even though it's totally in the break. Well, I wouldn't go into here, maybe halfway. But this is an interesting level. Let's see. Oh, you stream as well? Tell me. Oh, that's so nice. I love that you also stream. That is even awesome because you have experience with it. So you know how. Yeah, it's really. This is my first week was last week. And when you see new people in the beginning, I'm not going to be, I don't have any shame or any, but you do get like, oh my God, I wonder if I suddenly 10 or 15 people and, you want to, don't make any mistakes or something like that. But no, I love it. I just, but tell me, what is your, are you trading on the stream as well? That is so nice. Yeah, I think Eric should start his stream as well, to be honest. Okay, we're just waiting now. Actually, more bearish for the move for the remaining session, but I just don't see a good entry at the moment. Like I said, ping pong Monday. We ping pong between NWalk, Event Horizon, NWalk. So, but for me now, it's a little bit unclear which NWalk are we going to use, because also if I look at this is an indicator that I use. It's called the digital DTT, digital time theory, and this is the volatility grid. So these levels, these gray levels, are volatility levels, and this is to the upside and this is to the downside. It's all algorithmic, so it's all calculated. And as you can see, we're in the middle of it. So we can go either way. We're in a breaker, in a bullish breaker, but we can go out of the breaker. We're already in the OTE zone, but we could also go retest the breaker a little bit deeper. Let me have a look at the weekly. I also have a weekly AMRP levels. We did hit the AMRP high, and that technically could give more, but we could go back into this zone as well, because we also have a wick here. We have a rejection block here. It already rejected. Then we rejected off this rejection block. Yeah, and we have a big juicy candle here on the 90-minute. The 9. It's a new oh, nice. Oh, let's start trimming. We'll have to do these two. Well, I would love that, Chrissy. You'll get there. And yeah, let's take it step by step, and yeah, let me know whatever you need, where I can help you. Okay. Yeah, in all honesty, it's a bit hard. It's a bit difficult of a read right now. I was bullish for the PM session, bearish to go up, but now it just seems to go further down into the zone. I also marked this 15-minute IFEG here, and we haven't reached into that, so I forgot about that. Let me go to the 15-minute on this one here. Let's have a closer look. IFEG here, right over here. I marked that out here. We cut through candles, as ICT says. We have a gap here, and also an old bullish break. I use this area for my London trade to the downside, but when you use those levels to the downside, they become valuable again also when they get inversed, right? So this breaker here, this was actually my, yeah. So I want to make sure that I have the correct information here. It says bullish, but it was actually the bearish breaker. This. So that's a mistake. It was this breaker here. The bearish one that I used for my London trade to the downside. I took that trade from, this was the 15-minute. I took it from the 15, from this inversion here. That was the entry that I took. And then I got stopped out a few times because we got chopped, and then that's a 3-minute IFUG, and then I took it from this candle here. Okay, but back to the IFUG because it's still in play. I'm gonna get rid of this one here. This IFUG is the one I'm looking at. And why? This is an important, this is a wick. This is intermediate high. So this becomes a very important IFUG. Plus we have a little gap in here, exactly on the midpoint. So let's say we go down into that level now. Yeah, Chrissy, exactly. That is, poverty is something, you know, when I put the trash out on Tuesday, that's good that that I'm thinking about that again. I've seen the last 2 weeks that when I go to the beach, I have a beach really close here. I've seen people go through the trash after we put it out. And that's just so heartbreaking. And I was, okay, you know what? Maybe I'm going to put some things like bags of rice and stuff like that. I'm just going to keep an eye on that before I go. I'm going to do that tomorrow, because it's trash day tomorrow, and see if, you know, give these people something like what they can use for cooking and stuff like that. Okay, what was my level? Might be another short. This was my level, the mid of this IFUG, 540. It's just 8 points. Yeah. It's not interesting anymore to take this one here. Okay. Even do you? So if we're going down, this becomes my level of interest now. 521. $540. Continue when I get to feeling down. I would like to do speaking up along to be financially free. Is to understand why to continue when I get met with the feeling down. I love it. We are very alike, Chrissy. We're very alike. Yeah, it's having purpose and doing. If it's not about yourself anymore, it's just it just things really change in a way, and things also start to happen in life. It's just very interesting how it works. For me, I was always driven by wildlife and conservation, but now I'm just getting more into, you know, when I see these people getting into the trash, I'm like, yeah, maybe I should also, you know, do more on the human side. Yeah, but there's so much poverty, and if you are, you know, if we are in a good situation because we've been lucky to be born in the right way and have had opportunities, right, and then be able to pay it forward, I guess we have to. It's just, yeah. What do you need in life, right? I mean, what do we need? For me, luxury is having, you know, I sit here and I have ocean view now. I've got monkeys jumping on my balcony, and I've got my rescue cats, and I travel, but I don't need I don't need more than that. I want my food, I want a roof over my head, but I don't need excessive luxury and things like that. But, you know, just having the lifestyle that I can live, and that's it. Okie dokie. I still want to get one more trade for today. Let's see. just want to be able to read the market properly. But it's really difficult because it can go both ways because of this breaker and this IFUG. You know, at some point a move is finalized, right? You have a move, it goes into the breaker or it disrespects it, and then you can read, you can go to the next phase. But now it's like, it's hanging out there at this event. You can see it's at this event horizon. Yeah, I'm more inclined to go for a short now than for a long. So this will be the trade. Let me see, because there's also not clear AMD. It's just trickling down. So how would I read the 30-second chart? Okay, we're at the midnight level. Important level. It has been mitigated many times today already. So it's not really a new level but still it can reject from that. But because we have gone through it and over it, it could just fall down from it now as well. Wow. I love it. Mom and doula. What's a doula? Okay. You're becoming a nurse. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, let me just frame a trade here. Yeah, now it's just falling. Falling. 25. Zero 0.4. So we're going back to the 10 o'clock. What level is the 10 o'clock? 518, 520-ish. 518. So you see now, it hit exactly the midpoint of that inversion, right? You see? Let's see if the body, if it's disrespecting it or if it goes below it. If it's starting to go below it, then we can get more confident in a short. Oh, doula is a pregnancy support. You can say, okay. I've never had a kid, so I wouldn't know. But okay, good to know. A doula. That's so interesting. So you see how prices. Let me go to the 15 on this one. See how it helps to go through those different things because you just see so much more. It does make it a little bit confusing maybe if you scroll back and forth, but for me I just really need to do that to see things. So now I'm not surprised about this move up now because of this bouncing in this inversion exactly on the midpoint. Then again, the price action is not really telling me, okay, now this is going to be the move up, right? Because it's sort of like, this is the time that you can lose an account and give back all your money if you had a good day, because it's just wicking. And I would rather have people not lose any more money on a trade like this, in this time, because like I said, you can advocate for both directions now. I'll go over it again. So we're in the mid of an inversion. We're basically in the mid of everything. We're in the mid of between two NWOCs because it's event horizon. We're in the mid of an IFUG. We're also in the mid of this bullish order block. So technically I'm still bullish, but it just is not giving me a good entry. And like I said, we have on the 30-minute and on the 1 hour, you have a very clear higher time frame breaker block, bullish breaker block, and that's right over here. So technically we can go all the way, we can retest deep into this bullish order breaker block and still go up. So it's hard to really it's just wicking. It's a little bit difficult for me to really frame a good trade with a good setup, with a solid risk reward and something that I would really be proud of to do on stream and show other people that they could copy it. But I cannot do that right now, to be honest. It would just be a gamble. It's not really a gamble, but it would just be market order in and just take a few scalps here and there, and that's not what I want to do on a stream. So this is just tape reading and just going over technicals and things like that. So and we can talk about breastfeeding exercises, massages, and things like that. I love it. This is the time we can do it with this kind of market action. Yeah. I wouldn't enter any trade right now. I would just sit on my hands and just tape read and just look at the market and journal what's happening. Because what you probably will see happening is if you see the algo after Q4, we'll get some nasty wicks and it will take out. I wouldn't be surprised if we go all the way into this breaker and then shoot up, but it could also go the other way around, right? So yeah, sit on your hands time. So New York, have you always lived in New York, Chrissy? And how long have you had your you have to give me your if you like to share your YouTube channel. Would love to check it out. Yeah, anyone who's entering a trade right now, you're really gambling at the moment because once the market on close algo starts running, it really could go both ways. We could go into this breaker deeper and take out this level, or it could just take out go higher and into this level. So we're in the mid of both. We're actually in the mid of so many things. Oh, in Haiti. I lived in Singapore when I was 5. I moved to Singapore from the Netherlands with my parents from 5th to 12th. So I was also traveling as a kid, or had to travel as a kid. I could never get used back to the Netherlands, to be honest. I was born in the Netherlands, and I moved to Singapore with my parents. Then we moved back to the Netherlands, and then I was like, oh my God, I wish I could travel. And then I found a job at KLM at the airline, So I stayed there for 22 years. I guess I liked it because I could travel for cheap, and I really grew into. When I worked there, eventually I got into IT there, and yeah, it was a nice time. But it was time to go solo, and then COVID came. And they offered me a voluntary resignation and offered quite a bit of money as well. So I took it, and then I sold everything, and then I moved to South Africa. And then I thought, oh my God, I really want to live here, but I can't get a job here, right? So and that's when I thought, with trading, there's no plan B. This has to work. I've got to make this work. And then ICT came, and then I thought, okay, it's up to me. How much am I going to study? What am I going to do? It's all there. It's hidden in plain sight. All the algorithmic signatures. And yeah, so that's changed my life. So now I can live here and stay here. Hi, Ellen. I got a notification. The London Open, you trade the New York 62. Busy. So, Ellen, I just started this channel. I started last week. So, because I trade anyway, or I'm looking at the markets, I thought, why don't I stream the times that I am on as well? And I thought as well, there's so many people that already are so good in streaming. I decided not to do the 9:30 open, but because I love the New York or the lunch session and the PM session, so I thought, hey, why don't I do that? And I live in South Africa, so time-wise in the morning, I wanted to start doing the London session again, because I stopped doing that for a while. So I thought, if I go online or if I go behind the charts, why don't you share everything? So yeah, so that's why. It might change in the future, but at this moment I really like it, and yeah, so that's it. Busy, but hey, it's just, otherwise I'm just by myself sitting behind my charts. And now, when I'm on stream, I have people I can chat, I can help, we can help each other. And so it's more fun, I guess. Yeah. So are you an ICT trader as well? Yeah, I'm so curious. I'll tell you guys one thing. I haven't told my trading buddies this channel yet, because I was hoping, I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to start and see how the algo works. And once they see me in their stream, they'll find me. So yeah, I'm just really curious how fast that goes. I'm totally not worried about subs or views. Obviously, yeah, it will be sad if I just sit here by myself and nobody joins. But I'm just enjoying the process, getting into the streaming, working out the technicals, and just getting better at it, because everything is. So it's a short right now, but we're not entering because it's just, for me, it's just to. I do think we're going to go deeper into this breaker and into this inversion, but then again, I think the algo is going to do some crazy shit at the market on close algo. And I think this is just, the money should have been made already. So we're just going to sit on our hands and chat. You should. Why didn't you TikTok? I think you should do both, maybe. I don't know if how TikTok and YouTube differ, but well, obviously they differ. But I'm just thinking about how to present, if it's a change in. Yeah. So Ellen, are you? What kind of trader are you? What are you? What kind of content? What do you like to see in a stream? I'm just curious because I also wanted some feedback from people, like things that I can change maybe, or I was also thinking to adding some music. I myself, sometimes I don't like it when people put on music because it's distracting. So, but some people told me, oh, you should put on some music. People might like that. I'm like, okay, yeah, if it's nice music that I like, I put it in the background, it might be okay. So we see we're going down. Let's see if we could have taken it in summary. So we're going to the lower end walk, right? So we're going to this AMRP level here. Look, a lot of wicks here. Either it can reject from there, or it's going to take out all these equal lows. And look where they are, those equal lows, exactly on a 0.5 level. I have no idea where I measured that from. Oh, that was that long wick. Yeah. Sometimes I have measurements on my chart. I'm like, wow, what did I do? And what did I measure there? And it's always, but it's still good measure. It's still a good level. I think it was a 15-minute wick. Yeah, see, it was this wick here. That's a weird wick, by the way. It's like a doji. Was it the 1 hour maybe? No. Yeah, people tend to like that and to see, yeah, and to see your personality. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what we had on Hola Prime. We had a lot of, we laughed a lot, and we had a lot of jokes as well, and people liked it. Oh, and we, I should use emojis as well on my chart. You can do as crazy, you can make it as crazy as you want, but you need to. It's important to deliver content, right? It's a balance of fun and entertainment. So let's crack a few jokes and be able to just have fun as well. I mean, yeah, I don't want to be. Yeah, I hate it when it's too boring. But then again, sometimes you also have to be careful when you make certain kind of jokes, I guess. Especially as females, because I know we females, we can be worse than men sometimes if it comes to dirty jokes and things like that. But yeah, we have to stay feminine on this. So I work with a lot of men on my former job, so I'm used to that kind of behavior. So that's why I'm easily shocked by some kind of humor. Okay, let's see. No trades. Is that breaker again? Just want to see if it goes out of that inversion. We can get rid of this one as well. So this is a 4-hour candle. So that's obviously bearish at 2 o'clock. It's digging into this one here. Yeah. So you see how it uses these all these presented fair value gaps, right? So also this indicator that I use, let me switch off the N walks on this one because we don't need that. We've got them on the other one. It's too much information. Yep, going down nicely. I'm curious to see how this algo, the end of market is going to, market on close algo is going to do some crazy stuff today. So this is interesting, right? If you see the bodies of Friday, we did not have any close over Friday's bodies. We stayed in. Technically, we did have a little bit. We went under the range in London. So London was the manipulation move. So you had accumulation, the manipulation move in pre-market, and we started in London, and this is the distribution move. But there was no body close over the bodies of Friday. So technically, you can consider this a range day, even though we went a little bit under the range in London. And then we went back into the range of Friday. Okay, now we are exiting the, I wonder if we're exiting the inversion, or are we going to reject from it? There we go, we're going out of the, not yet. You know, this actually, Chrissy, if you have a YOLO account, like if sometimes you have a YOLO account, right? I mean, we all have one or two once in a while. I'm just wondering if there will be a long, just on a YOLO account. Just okay, let's see what happens with the. I'm not going to do it. No. But this will be one of those moments with this market on close. Let me just put on. Yeah, I'll leave the 5 minute on. Let's see, and then I would put my stop here. But it could easily wick all the way down. Let's go. Let's go into this other end walk here. 50% here. yeah, touch this and just, it's a BPR. You don't need to go there actually. It was just trickling down all the session, right? There wasn't really Do you like tennis, Chrissy? Now we're going back to the first percent for value gap of London. That's the orange line that you see right over here. And we're just going right through it. Wow. Back to the 10 o'clock. Interesting. Now this is the first percent fair value gap of today. 9:30 session. And we went back to the end walk. Here we go. There wasn't even an algo move. Normally you have a wick or something like that, but there wasn't even a wick. It just moved all the way down. Okay, I'm going to measure this one now. Here we go. So these peachy, orangey boxes, those are root candles. Those are part of that indicator. And all these times, they are root candles at specific times. They're all algorithmic, obviously. And this is the intraday, there's a weekly and a yearly. And you can see here 12:02, 12:35. This is the 1:30, 10:34, 9:30. And we also have them in Asia and in London. I haven't extended them, but if I extend them, you'll see some very interesting things. It's similar to the first presented fair value gap. So this is the 9:53. Nice move down. I technically don't trade after 4 o'clock. I try to be out of the trade. If I would be in a trade, I try to be out of it. That's still interesting to see. Damn, that was a good short though. Wonder what I missed. So in this example, for example, with AMRP minus, so it's extending to the 0.1 deviation of this AMRP minus. So that happens. So even though it's not like it just goes into the range and then goes to the opposite side within this time. These are all time windows. We call these models. So this model goes from 1407 to close. And this model is from 1235 to 1407. So, but they can overextend, but they hardly extend over more than 4, for example. And if they would extend to the lower side, it's because this box hasn't been used in a former. As you can see, this is consolidation, so it didn't even go to the AMRP minus or plus. So it just stayed in the middle. And then it made its move up, right? So actually it was quite a beautiful AMD this morning, in all honesty. It's a little bit unclear here, but if you zoom out, it was beautiful. And then we had a beautiful London session as well. So it was a good day today, really. So, this price action now is sort of like, it's okay after a day like this. Yeah. But Chrissy, I would love to have you said you didn't have a YouTube yet. You told me. I'm sorry, I'm getting tired. So I'm to repeat myself. Yeah. But let me know how I can help you. Maybe speed up some other specific areas, what you want to focus on, or yeah. Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm so excited for this journey as well, and for meeting the people, trading wise, but also just building a community, or we have a beautiful community already, but it's maybe building bridges between certain communities that there are already, because after 3-4 years being in different groups, different people, but they're all different groups, and trading does get lonely. I mean, in all honesty, when I didn't do the YouTube, the channel, and I was really happy when I worked for Ola Prime, because I had I was with other coaches, but what I didn't like was that I was limited. I had to use their one platform. I had to use black screen. Well, as you can see, I don't use black. I had to. I didn't have my indicators because I wasn't allowed to use TradingView. So I was limited, but I did love the interaction, and that's where I really got the idea. Like, okay, I really love to do it, but then I want to do it in a way that I feel more comfortable with, because I can really show my knowledge, and because I've been, I'm an ICT trader, but I'm a little bit different because I use, I've dug a little bit deeper into time. And I use a little bit different things than other people. I combined a few things. I have a few mentors, and I combine things from different mentors. So that's why I'm not like only ICT in the sense of a breaker and a fair value gap and stuff like that. But then again, it all comes back to the same, right? So yeah, I just love it. I'm so grateful for that man, that he decided to share his things for free. I can't really say it enough, that it's amazing, because it really is how the markets book, I guess. Anyway, now, well, there's not much to trade anymore. Are you still there, Chrissy? I'm not sure if you're still there. Well, it was really nice to meet you, and I'm happy that that we were introduced to each other. And I hope to see you again. Let me know in any way I can help you, and that goes for Alan. I'm not sure who's here anymore. I see there's 2 people still. Market is closed. Well, it's not really closed, but we shouldn't be trading at this moment anyway. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at here for now, and I want to thank everyone for the support, showing up, and just just having fun. So that was really nice, and I hope to see you tomorrow, either in London or in the PM session again. So for now, wish you a pleasant evening or day wherever you are, and ciao ciao.